Predators with sword teeth once patrolled sunlit seas, ambushing whales and sharks alike. Skulls the size of sofas surfaced from desert stone, names changed by arcane rules, and rival monsters shadowed each migration. Who hunted whom? Which jaw ruled? Follow the misnamed Colossus and its lethal cousins into deep time. For millions of years, the oceans have hidden giants that were every bit as fierce as the most famous predators on land. Some of these giants are well known, like the great white shark or the massive megalodon. But there was another predator that rivaled them, a whale with teeth like swords and jaws strong enough to crush bone. Its name was Livyatan melvillei, and its story begins in the desert of Peru. In 2010, paleontologists working in the Pisco Formation at Cerro Colorado uncovered a skull nearly 3 meters long. This skull belonged to a sperm whale relative, but unlike the modern sperm whale, this creature had massive enamel-coated teeth in both its upper and lower jaws. The specimen, now known as Musum 1676, was placed in the Museo de Historia Natural at the Universidad Nacional Mayor de San Marcos in Lima. At first, the researchers named it Livyatan melvillei, honoring both the biblical sea beast Leviathan and the writer Herman Melville, who wrote Moby Dick. But a small twist of taxonomic law changed that. The name Leviathan had already been used in 1841 for a mastodon fossil. So the new whale became officially known as Livyatan melvillei. Same terrifying whale, slightly different spelling. The teeth of Livyatan melvillei are unlike anything seen in whales today. They were over 36 centimeters long, about the length of a human forearm, and nearly 12 centimeters wide. These were the largest biting teeth ever found in any animal. They even show wear marks where upper and lower teeth scraped against each other, suggesting they were used to slice through tough flesh. The jaws that held these teeth were powered by enormous muscles anchored on huge temporal fossae on the skull. This whale was not a gentle filter feeder, it was a hunter. Estimates of its size vary because only the skull is known. Using comparisons with modern sperm whales and related fossil whales like Acrophyseter, scientists place its total length between 13.5 meters and 17.5 meters. That is as long as a bus, or if you like, 3 hippos in a row. Its body weight would have been tens of tons, making it a true ocean heavyweight. What did Livyatan melvillei eat? Evidence points toward other large marine animals. The late Miocene oceans were full of medium-sized baleen whales, seals and dolphins, along with sharks. Among those sharks was none other than the giant megalodon. Some scientists have wondered whether Leviatan and megalodon competed for the same prey. The idea of 2 such predators sharing the same hunting grounds is enough to make smaller whales very nervous, if they had any sense of irony. The Pisco Formation, where Livyatan was found, is famous for preserving a rich array of marine life, thanks to an ancient Humboldt current that brought nutrients to the coastal waters of Peru. The age of Livyatan was once thought to be 12 to 13 million years, but later studies refined it to between 9.9 and 8.9 million years ago, during the Tortonian stage of the Miocene. Isolated teeth attributed to Livyatan or close relatives have also been found in South Africa, Australia, Argentina and California, showing that this whale or its kin had a wide distribution across the world's oceans. Livyatan melvillei was part of a group of sperm whales known as macroraptorials, which also includes Zygophyseter, Brygmophyseter, and Acrophyseter. Unlike the modern sperm whale, which feeds mostly on squid using suction, these whales used powerful jaws and large teeth to grab and tear apart large prey. The modern sperm whale may be enormous, but in the age of Livyatan, it would have had to share the seas with an even more dangerous cousin. The fossils we have tell us much, but there is still a lot we do not know. We do not have a complete skeleton, so body proportions and mass are estimated. The relationship between Livyatan and megalodon remains a subject of debate. Did they fight for food, or did they avoid each other? Until more fossils are found, these questions remain open. But one thing is certain. For a time, millions of years ago, the oceans were ruled not by one giant predator, but by 2. And one of them was a whale with teeth like daggers, known as Livyatan melvillei. Here is a mystery from deep time that begins with a long snout, thick teeth, and a story scattered through riverbeds and museum drawers. A predator swam fast, bit hard, and vanished long before modern whales. Its trail winds through science from a misnamed fossil to a near-complete skeleton. Let us meet it carefully. The creature is Ankylorhiza tiedemani, an early-toothed whale from the Oligocene seas of the southeastern United States of America. Its name means fused roots, a nod to its heavy conical teeth with tightly bonded roots. Scientists read those teeth like crime scene clues and saw a hunter that ate large prey, much like a killer whale today, only with a longer snout and fewer manners. Its taxonomic path is twisty. In 1887, Joel Asaph Allen named a partial snout Squalodon tiedemani, based on a specimen later catalogued as AMNH 10445 at the American Museum of Natural History. The fossil had been collected by I.B. Tiedemann, whose name still rides along. Decades passed. Then, in 2020, Robert W. Boesnitzka and colleagues re-examined new and old bones and created the genus Ankylorhiza, giving the species its present name. Where did it live? Fossils come from the Ashley Formation and the Chandler Bridge Formation near Charleston and Summerville in South Carolina. One prize is a nearly complete skeleton, CCNHM 103, housed at the Mace Brown Museum of Natural History at the College of Charleston. Another important specimen, CCNHM 220, helps fill in the story. Some of this material was first found in the 1990s, which means a backyard fossil hunt once outpaced some laboratories. Paleontology is funny like that. How big was it? Estimates put the length around 4.8 to 5 meters, about 15 to 16 feet, with a strong tailstock and firm flippers for speed. Those forward-tilted front teeth and thick cementum suggest it grabbed slippery, powerful prey. The skeleton shows features for fast swimming that evolved separately in toothed whales and baleen whales, a neat example of convergence that would make an engineer nod. The timeline sets the stage, roughly 29 to 23.5 million years ago overall, with the best skeleton dating to about 24 to 23 million years ago. Researchers even hint at a second larger, yet unnamed species of Ankylorhiza. For now, the known animal tells us that early toothed whales did not tiptoe into top predator roles. They surged in, jaws first. A sharp-toothed whale from deep time waits beneath desert cliffs. It is not a giant, but it hunted like one. Its teeth lock together like gears. Its skull shows the signs of force and bite. Today we follow its trail from fossil beds to lab benches and learn what its world was like. Meet Acrophyseter, a small macroraptorial sperm whale from the late Miocene of coastal Peru. In a sea filled with strong swimmers, it grew to about 4 to 4.5 meters long and carried large enamel-coated teeth in both jaws. Scientists place it within Physeteroidea, but outside living crown groups. Its short upturned snout and strong jaws gave it a compact, blunt look that worked well for seizing prey. Two species are known from the Pisco Formation. The first is Acrophyseter dienodon, described in 2008 from Sud Sakako, dated to about 8.5 to 6.7 million years ago during the Tortonian to Messinian ages. The holotype, MNHN SAS 1626, preserves a skull and mandibles that show about 12 upper and 13 lower teeth with deep roots and heavy wear. The second is Acrophyseter robustus, named in 2017 from Cerro la Bruja, at least 9.2 million years old in the late Serravallayan to Tortonian interval, based on skull MUSM 1399. Other localities in the Pisco realm, such as Aguada de Lomas and Cerro Los Quesos, also yield material from the Messinian around 6.9 to 6.7 million years ago. Some assignments are debated, but the pattern is clear. This whale lived across a spread of coastal sites as the Andean margin shaped a rich marine ecosystem. Light humor aside, it was not picky about scenery. It just needed prey. How did it feed? The teeth interlocked for slicing, and the jaws show bony buttresses called buccal exostoses in Acrophyseter robustus, likely to handle strong bite forces. The supracranial basin held the spermaceti complex but did not extend far onto the rostrum. Large temporal fossae and slender zygomatic arches supported strong jaw muscles. The external nares show the left opening larger than the right, a common pattern in toothed whales or odontocetes. All signs point to macropredation on large fish and probably marine mammals. In short, it was a compact hunter with serious hardware. Where does it fit on the family tree? Researchers recover Acrophyseter among stem physeteroids near other macroraptorial forms such as Brygmophyseter, Zygophyseter, Albichetus, Livyatan, and Scaldicetus. It likely filled a mesoapex role alongside neighbors like Piscobolena, Thalassocnus, and big sharks. Think of it as the assertive middleweight on a very competitive card. The story of study runs through people and dates. Lambert, Bianucci, and de Muison established Acrophyseter denodon in 2008. Lambert, Bianucci, and Beatty reported buccal exostoses in 2014, strengthening the macroraptorial case. A broader revision in 2017 added Acrophyseter robustus and refined its relationships. The name rewards careful ears, acros for sharp or high, tied to physeter for the modern sperm whale. Deinodon means terrible-toothed. Robustus nods to thickened skull margins. Neat names, serious bites, and just enough mystery to keep paleontologists smiling.